Welcome back.
You have no need to loiter around here.
Can you tell me what this place is? What the damn point is? You're all sun worshippers? And you do what around here? Worship the sun? I'll go to Lonesome Rock.
Blasted shadow carja murdered the captain of the
Man, these birds are insane. Can't do it. I just can't. Charger. Glinthawk. Stormbird. Weakness? None. Blaze canister? Yes. Oh, a freeze canister. Huh. Huh. So many things to learn.
Should have been a cloth merchant, like my father. Less standing around.
A quick way down.
How many of these forts are there? And what's the use? What's the point? Because it kind of seems like a place to be, but then again, not at all. Salesman, sure, sure. Again, 3 weapon types. I probably should, right? Can I sell you something? You want something? sell these again, but do I want to? Hunter bow, hunter bow. There's no reason for me to ever use that one again, right? Tripcaster, tripcaster. I'm never gonna use this again, right? Tripcaster. Hunter bow, hunter bow.
Can't help.
Trip machines with fire wires. Cool story. Fire wires.
I have nothing to trade.
For a minute.
Check out these wares.
Can I shoot your geese? No.
Finest goods here. See for yourself. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Send help to them.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Just nothing here. One shopkeeper.
Would you like to buy something today?
And a thing. Reading materials. The Banuk. A Guide to Ban-Ur and the Banuk by the well-traveled Aram. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian. For the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk? These stoic, silent northern hunters. These men and women of the ice. Unfortunately for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homeland. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Ban-Ur. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones, put plainly it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auroras in the skies above, yes, yes. But the novelty quickly passes, and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, for in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the gray, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land nor from its people. Though I lived among one of the weraks, something of a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house, each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I tried to explain my position, that a Karja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then, with the challenge overcome, can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I expected to eat, I must hunt food myself. I hid my disappointment. After all, I had participated in a hunting trial or two in my time, and accepted. On the 3rd morning, I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, but with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Werak, I received only blank stares, until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to eat only maize bread forevermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman, a man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin, perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirits close by, and sure enough, the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subjected to the shaman's cursing and wailing, and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wiles of Banuk culture, and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully my last, my companions and another Werak gathered under a pitiless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understand the glyphs but choose not to use them, asking, "What is a song without voices?" By this point I knew better than to answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions, but from what I could make out, much was lost in the translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and many promised to leave me a Banuk farewell mark for our time together. I parted ways with the Werak not far from the high bloom, and set about climbing back down to Dawn's Sentinel, and with it sun-blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Banuk mystery, perhaps, and my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves.
Sun King Avad freed the people his father enslaved. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting you to speak to me.
That's a cool hat.
What are we doing here? Every idle moment is another mile between us and
Sorry, I have no news that would interest you.
What am I doing here? Oh, this is a gem.
Don't pass up these goods.
Got a hang drum?
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Right day. I'm feeling ambitious.
Oof, nothing. Much ado about nothing.
I prefer
I've
the one
got
about
all the best
sun
goods
kings
here.
falling in love with a merchant's daughter.
The Old Ones. Myths of the Old Ones. Any Karja devout knows that the truth of the Old Ones is laid out plainly in the Articles of the Sun Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors' birth in the new dawn. Since that dawn, Karja history has been writ in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us. Even the leaves of the old ones found by Araman are long since cracked and fallen to dust. Nevertheless, collected here for study are the colorful beliefs of the old ones held by other tribes, which may offer small insights into those tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave according to mechanical rigidity and not the sun's divine rhythms. The movement of the tribes, of the seasons, even the stars at night, all are accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The old ones were the caretakers of this great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. The world machine thus fell into disrepair, and the civilization of the old ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram use their myth to berate the other tribes as negligent, and to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkers and metal workers alone might learn this mechanism's secrets, and improve upon it with their ingenuity. An even more fanciful tale of censure comes from the Nora barbarians. They believe that the old ones turned away from the teachings of the Nora's female god, the All-Mother, and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities. Having failed to tempt the Nora to join them, the machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All-Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of their wisdom, reducing them to the simple metal beasts we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the old ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rites. From the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the Nora showed distrust to all outside their borders, for we are descended from the faithless, and do not shun the trappings of the ancient world. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose belief is most similar to our own, though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the old ones grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome, and in their pride were undone. Hence the Banuk give them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of Banuk land. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Ban-Ur as a sign that the old ones were never strong enough to endure its challenges. They claim that only the machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. The distant Utaru, however, believe that the old ones are still with them at all times. In Utaru ritual, those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land, and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvests and make them bountiful. Utaru sees the richness of their territory, Plainsong, as evidence of this unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, as there are few living scholars of the Tenakth, we are regrettably denied any insight from that tribe. From what is known, though, it seems they have little concept of a wider history at all. But, of course, this is what elevates a scholar of Meridian from a bloodthirsty raider, to be aware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. Right. I am ready for more
Only the
decent
finest
story
goods
explanation.
here. See for yourself.
Here we go!
Pass up these goods.
That's a little aggressive. Yeah, screw you.
I can get out of this.
Praise the sun.
Yes, praise him. Ojo del Diablo. I played Red Dead Redemption. Oh boy. No. No, no. Oh no, 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 no. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Thunderjaw. Bullshit. I mean, that's great and all, but well, let's just check the notes on this one. Weakness, none. Strength, shock. Blaze canister. Where the heck is that? On his ass? On his back? How am I supposed to... So many weaknesses. So little time. Cannon. Holy shit. What the fuck is that? You got drones, bro? you got drones, bro. Fucking ridiculous. No ammo.
Makes this a little easier.
I need to check again, man. What the hell? It's a motherfucking T-Rex. What are those big canisters on the back? Nothing? Those are nothing. Great. Blaze invisible. Disc launchers are gone. Freeze canister, eh? I don't have freeze. Arrows. Heart vulnerable to all. Tail shock. Guys are basically giving me an excuse to hang around here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Something said, not good. No, this simply will not do.
Out of ammo. That just cost me a whole week's worth of ammo.
Location, location, location. Screw you, hippie! Holy shit. Chip away, chip away. Aw, that would have been so handy. It's his own disc launcher. Yeah, 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 yeah. Crystal braiding. I needed that. Probably.
Keep that for later.
Keep it for now. Just keep it for now. I really want to try this disc launcher and launch some discs. You know what I'm saying? Meridian. It's about time I go. It's a level 12 quest. Level 12. I mean, just for this occasion, I don't know. Strong strike, yes? Done.
Who's up there?
Oh. Well. I'm not even gonna say it, but... Yep. Oh no. This thing is pretty great. All I had to do was kill a T-Rex and waste all my ammo. Long legs.
Don't have ammo
All
for this
ammo
weapon.
wasted. Good story. Good story, good story, good story, good story.
Here we go again. Machine saw me.
Hell yeah.
Hardy little plant. You'll help. This must be Lonesome Rock. If it's a trap, I might need to go in quiet.
Are you expecting it to be a trap? Crocodilians.
Huh. Seems like an ordinary outpost. I'd better look around.
I'm so bored. I'm bored with being bored.
I'm bored with you talking about being bored.
I'm bored with you complaining about me being...
Hold, Outlander!
Aw, that
What are you doing here?
conversation was funny. Looking for Nakua.
Prefect Saeed told me that bandits abducted a girl near here. Do you know where they might have taken her?
Zaid told you that, did he? Huh. No bandits around here, girl. But I think I can help you find your friend. The boss sent us a fresh one, boys. Wrap her up and tie her down.
Oh yeah, fighting time. Something bad!
Alright, let's see how this stuff works against humans.
Got me good! Keep eyes on the... Feel that tomorrow. I'm done! Am I done? Let this pierce my foe.
Bullshit.
This is not a warning! Cut deep!
Alright, let's see what Saeed's hiding out here.
I've never used a trap.
There are chains in the cart. Not just chains, manacles. They were moving prisoners somewhere. Save these for the trail.
Is that yellow? That's green. Huh.
Brew that up later. The tracks lead to that compound. Maybe Nakoa's inside.
Oh, that compound. The one with the potentially easily accessible wall. Cool.
That Nora girl we got in the hole is nice and lean.
Don't get ideas. Guy says hands off or he'll let her price it off.
Sounds like Nakoa's here. And I'm gonna have to cut through these guards to get to her.
How do you do?
Am I hearing things?
Got company, I think!
Someone here? What was that? I suppose it was nothing. We might have trouble.
Easy now.
Who's there?
Totally invisible.
What's your name? Carve it on my blade for you.
Anything out there?
Healing supplies. Lucky.
Is someone there?
That's definitely not a female voice.
Prisoners. Chained up to be sold as slaves.
Talk to Nakoa. She'll know what to do.
Like untie you?
Nakoa? Jan sent me. Look, we can talk more once we get everyone out of this pit.
Jan sent you? I don't believe it. Well, I guess one of his prayers finally worked.
I've got the key.
I'll help the others. Let's go.
Please, help us get out of here.
Gonna be light out soon.
I knew you were going to be trouble, girl. But you'll make it worth our while in the end.
The end is now, Zaid! For you and your men!
Some great weapons. Let her have it. Desert justice. What
You gave
would
him a
the
quicker death
All-Mother
than he
say about
deserved?
that?
My father was a hunter. He taught me every animal deserves a clean kill.
How did Zaid come to run a ring of slavers?
All the scum you just killed, they butchered for Zaid during the Red Raids. The new Sun King kicked them out of the army, but Zaid managed to lie his way out of trouble, then saw a new way to make a shard, putting his grunts to work here.
How did Zaid capture you?
I tried to get him at Day Tower, but he caught me, then let me go so he could have his men grab me later.
And after?
Said he was gonna sell me into slavery like the other poor bastards that came through here week to week. But he took his time, kicked me around whenever he stopped by. Guess me trying to kill him hurt his pride.
You've been through a lot.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Zaid's dead. I was ready to go through anything to make that happen. And I did.
Good for you, then.
What are you gonna do now?
The others were in that cellar for months. The more run down they got, the harder it was for Zaid to sell them. They need food, rest, and hope. I'll take them to Meridian and tend to them.
You're not going back?
You're not even going to try to go back? What about Jan?
The matriarchs won't let me back. Even if they would, I wouldn't go. They can burn for all I care. As for Jan, I know a way to get word to him. I'll miss that runt. But at least he'll know I'm safe.
Time for me to go.
Look, I don't even know your story. It must be a good one if they gave you the Mark of a Seeker.
What is the
If
Mark
you
of a
ever
Seeker?
feel like telling it, look me up in Meridian. I'll be there until the others get back up on their feet. Until then, thank you for helping me cut this rot from the world. I don't know. Maybe now I can put Zaid behind me and remember my father as I should.
That's yellow though, right? Not green. Oh.
I'll take this.
Slowly. You'll take this slowly. Kinda wanna try it out. Alright. That was that. This world is too big. Is that? Yeah. Why a talisman tail? I need its skin.
Now this thing is dangerous.
Just keep carrying it. This is some bullshit. Is that Meridian? Squiggly building?
I'll find a use for you.
It's so peaceful out here without the robots and the humans. I guess I'll try it out right here. Bring it, punks.
I need this.
Alright. Hard save.